Hi, this video is presenting by dgindiaedu.com. Most people already know that the world's highest mountain is Mount Everest. It's common language, it's mainstream, it's not much of a secret. But let's get real for a second. How many people do you think know what the world's sixth highest mountain is? Or for that matter, what the third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth and ninth highest mountains in the world are? So we are going to show you top highest peak in the world. Knowledge is power. Power is knowledge. Number 10th highest mountain is Annapurna. Technically speaking, Annapurna is actually a massif in the Himalayas comprising of 30 mountains over 6,000 meters. Annapurna, in fact, referring to the only mountain in the massif with an elevation above 8,000 meters. Historically speaking, Annapurna and the supporting peaks in the massif are some of the world's most difficult and dangerous mountains to climb. The fatality to summit ratio on Annapurna, for example, is a truly terrifying 32%. The mountain is located in north-central Nepal and was first summited in 1950 by a French expedition led by Maurice Herzog and Louis Lachenal. Number 9. Nanga Parbat. Nanga Parbat is the ninth highest mountain in the world. Its summit is 8,126 meters above sea level. The mountain is situated in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan. It resides at the westernmost point of the Himalayas and is also the furthest west of all the world's 8,000-meter peaks. In 1953, Hermann Bull, who was a part of German-Australian expedition team, became the first man who ascended Nanga Parbat. Nanga Parbat is a notoriously dangerous hill to climb and has been labeled the killer mountain by those who deal in nicknames. Locally speaking, the mountain is known as Diomir. Translated literally, this means huge mountain. One of the standout features of Nanga Parbat is the Rupal face, which rises 4,600 meters from bottom to top. The Rupal face, located on the mountain's south side, is often referred to as the highest mountain face in the world. Number 8. Manaslu. Coming in the number 8 on the list of all-time highest mountains is Manaslu. Manaslu can be found in the west-central part of Nepal and has summit that situated 8,163 meters above sea level. The first successful ascent of Manaslu occurred in 1956 when Japanese climber Toshio Imanishi and Nepalese Sherpa Galzan Norbu made it to the summit. The mountain, the highest one in the Gorkha district, is a significant part of Japan's mountaineering history. With the elevation of 8,167 meters, Dhaulagiri is the seventh highest mountain in the world. It's located in Nepal and was first summited in 1960 by a combined Swiss-Austrian-Nepalese effort. In 1808, Dhaulagiri was marked down in the record books as the world's highest mountain of those yet surveyed. It was registered as the world's highest mountain until Kanchenjunga took the top spot in 1838, after which Everest went officially to number 1 in 1858. One mountain down the height list of Makalu, but at the opposite end of the difficulty spectrum, is Cho-O. While it's anything but a casual walk in the park, its elevation is an intimidating 8,188 meters after all. Cho-O is seen by many to be the easiest of the plus 8,000 meter mountains to climb due to its accessibility and generally moderate slopes. Cho-O, which means turquoise goddess, stands on the Chinese-Nepalese border. The first ascent was accomplished by Austrians Joseph Jakla and Herbert Tichy, as well Pasang Dawa Lama from Nepal in 1954. With an elevation of 8,485 meters, Makalu is officially the fifth highest mountain in the world. Situated 19 kilometers southeast of Everest on the border between Nepal and China, Makalu is notable for its summit's iconic pyramid shape. Makalu was first summited in 1955 by Lionel Terry and John Cousy, who made up part of a French expedition. Because of the mountain's isolated position, which leaves it exposed to the elements, and numerous knife-edge rigs and plant-filling steep section, Makalu is viewed by many in the mountaineering community as one of the world's most difficult climbs. The latter stages of the ascent in particular involve some extremely technical rock and ice climbing. Just missing out on a medal and a spot on the podium is El Hoste. El Hoste elevation 8,516 meters is the fourth highest mountain in the world. It neighbors Mount Everest and forms part of the Everest Massif. The summit of El Hoste is on the border between the Khumbu region of Nepal and Tibet. It was first climbed to in 1956 when a Swiss team made up of Ernst Reis and Fritz Luxenzer did the business. Interestingly, El Hoste Medal wasn't summited until 2001. The medal was the final 8,000 meter peak to be summited, and despite being lower than the main El Hoste summit, is widely considered to be the most difficult climb over 8,000 meters in the world. This is in large part because of the intimidating tower-like shape on the upper reaches. Kanchenjunga is the third highest mountain in the world. It sits on the border between Nepal and India and has an elevation 8,586 meters. Located approximately 125 kilometers from Everest, Kanchenjunga is the second highest mountain in the Himalayas. There is a tradition when ascending Kanchenjunga to stop just short of the summit. This dates back to the first successful climb of the mountain by Joe Brown and George Brand in 1955. Brown and Brand, who were a part of British expedition, made a promise to regional monarchs known as Chagall that the mountain summit would remain pure. Every climber since then has followed the respectful example set by the first ascent. K2, also known officially as Mount Godwin Austen or Chogri, has a summit 8,611 meters above sea level. It is located on the border between China and Pakistan. The Chinese side of the mountain is widely considered to be the most difficult and hazardous side, so the summit is usually attempted from the Pakistan side. Behind Annapurna, K2 has the second highest fatality rate of any mountain with a height over 8,000 meters. Approximately speaking, there's one death for every 4 successful climbs, justifying its nickname as the Savage Mountain. Unlike with the other 8,000 meter peaks, nobody has ever successfully ascended K2 in winter. As we have already said, and as you know already, Mount Everest is the world's highest mountain. Its peak is an eye-watering 8,848 meters above sea level. Everest is situated on the border between the Nepal and the autonomous region of Tibet. Officially speaking, the first successful Everest climbers were Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay in 1953. It is estimated that there is well over 200 bodies on Everest, all of them remarkably well preserved because of the extremely cold temperatures. Everest is part of the 7 summits. The 7 summits is a list made up of the highest mountain on each of the world's 7 continents. Climbing all 7 of the 7 summits is one of the ultimate achievements in the sport of mountaineering. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching it.